Hello, here we are on Glasgow Road, and I just met Peter Thompson, the poet man. Peter was married to my sister Margaret, and Peter says to me, "I need to correct you, Joseph." And I went, "Right, Oxford Street." I went, "Alright, I know what you're going to say. The Turf Bar." She said, "Aye, that's the Turf, you called it the Tile." I said, "I don't know where it came from, but you're right, Peter, it was the Turf Bar." So there you go, thanks Peter. Remember Peter, Jimmy Friars was asking for you. I met him the other day in the Toon. Anyway, so here we are. Paisley Grammar School. So, probably a few years went there. Of course, the tenements over in Glasgow Road here. I'm trying to keep the camera at a good angle. Anyway, the grammar school is moving to the old Shivers site on Renfrew Road. It'll be moving there. They're building a new school, so that'll no longer be the grammar. But I don't think they'll demolish this facade. This will get kept. This will probably get made into flats or whatever. I think that's an enlisted part of the building. So this is not the boundary. This is just this is you heading into the central town, the business area. So it's a bit like London, the City of London, which is different from the Borough of London. So they're trying to give that kind of theme, you know. Here you are entering the business area of Paisley. Ooh, yeah, fantastic. We'll be coming up to the corner of McKerrow Street. That's Greenlaw Avenue over there. Looking up Greenlaw, and then we can pan up McKerrow Street. It's probably not changed much, probably over the years. I was looking at a video of this street about 20 years ago, and it hasn't really changed much. Apart from a few of the buildings being renovated and done up, shops have changed. We're just coming up to the corner. Killinside Road. So this is me. I'm just on the Glasgow Road heading into the town centre of Paisley. Hopefully you're all enjoying my wee video. And thanks very much to everybody that's been commenting on my videos. I really appreciate it. A few of the groups have been giving me a great response. The Robertson Centre. That's where all your votes go in there. That's where the voters' row is. That's where they keep all the registrations. I think they keep births and stuff in there as well. All the birth and registers and stuff like that. It's all kept here. All the old paperwork. Years ago, you know, when you had to go and get a birth line, you went in and the assistant would come out and she would write it all down, big scroll down, a big bit of boom, date of birth, everything. Nowadays it's just down to the council buildings, boom, type it into a computer and the computer does the work. There's the lagoon, Paisley Lagoon. In fact, I'll walk round this way. I've not been round this way for a while. Christie Street, we're just coming up Christie Street. There used to be tenements here. My friend Tony Macaroni, I used to call him, lived here. Tony passed away about 30 years ago. I mean, Tony used to have the CB radio, and his wife was called Fandango. And I said, "Would you call your wife Fandango?" And because she's a Fandango. She went, "I know Joey keeps calling me Fandango." Aye. There's the Lagoon Centre, the ice rink was in there, the Paisley ice rink. As we pan round. And there used to be a cracking Italian restaurant here. It's now gone. It's off. Gone. Because I remember coming to it. In fact, I had my wedding reception in there. Beautiful Italian dinner we had. About 50 is. That was many moons ago. There's Mill Street. How many of you have been lifted by the police and they took you in there and broke your nose? Are you cheeky to them? I remember one police officer, I was only 15, punched me right in the face. Well, I never forgot it. I never forgot it. And I was about 22, and there he was himself coming up the high street, me and my twin brother. See you! Bang! We got charged and we went to court. This is true, we went to court and me and my brother were spitting in each other. So we turns up with a burgundy suit on, the big bushy moustache looking like Yossa Hughes. And the judge says to him, do you know who's Joseph and who's Robert? I'm not sure, Your Honour, because they're twins and they're dead alike. And the judge said, you'll need to get them right. He said, I think that's Robert and I think that's Joseph. He called me Robert and the other one called my brother Joseph. And the judge went up. Case dismissed, because they couldn't identify us. So there you go. And it's in Scots law. It was in there, I'll never forget it. That taught him a lesson. I was only 15 at the time. He punched me right in the face. Oh, he gave me a sore punch, and I never forgot about it. And I seen him coming down Wells Street about 2 o'clock in the morning with his pal. Here we go. Me and my twin brother had fun. Bang! Took the radios off him. That's true, I was fit as a fiddle then. Oh, my twin brother Robert could handle himself, man. He could handle himself. And then we bolted away down the road. They couldn't find us for 2 or 3 days. What are you talking about? Wasn't it us? But that's how we got off in the technicalities, because I looked, me and my twin brother were a double each other. We had the dark hair and the moustache, and we were a spitting image each other. So because one officer said I was Robert and I'm Joseph, and the other one said my brother was Joseph, the other one did the same. The judge went, my lawyer clocked it, approached the judge and said, Your Honour, these 2 officers have just pointed out the wrong gentleman. And the judge went, I noticed that, yes, and they started giving it a bit of talk, boom, boom, boom. And then within about 10 minutes the judge went, Joseph and Robert, you're free to leave the court. Case dismissed. That's true. It's in Scottish legal history now. Me, the 2 other twins back in the 18th century, it happened to them as well. So QC Bain at the time, I always remember it. And I met him recently and he says, I'll remember that. He said, that's one of my achievements, getting these 2 twin brothers off. I goes, we did do it. He goes, I know you did. He says, but the law is they need to identify who did it. It's like somebody coming into a court and saying, oh, it was a red car. No, it was a blue car. No, it wasn't. It was a white car. It's conflicted. It's all conflicted information. So points of law have to be carried. That's true. Right, we'll go off the subject. Here we are, just coming up to the Abbey and heading back into the town. So I'll terminate the video at this point, because this is where I did the last video. So go look at my videos, give me a follow, even give me a comment